So hanging out in my office, and I just came up with some revelation that I wanted to share with everybody. And this revelation, it's important because for a lot of the guys that I talk to, for a lot of the guys that are looking for that edge to be able to get their athletic body back, but they're walking around and they're overweight and they're not happy and they're not doing the things in their life that they want to do. There's something missing there, right? There's something that's just not clicking in their brain. And I've been in this situation before. Like, I get it. Like, I know what this is. And here's the really cool thing is there's a solution. And one of the solutions is to try to get a little bit clearer on what is really going on right here, because this is the most important thing that you can work on in order to be successful. I sell a program, Athletic After 40, right? It helps guys over the age of 40 get back their athletic body. Okay. What is an athletic body? It's getting lean, it's getting fit, it's being able to play with your kids, it's being able to go to the beach and take your shirt off without having any issues with it, right? It's being able to do all the things that you want to do like you did back in the days when you were an athlete. Perform better, look better, feel better, right? All that stuff. I've got all the tactics, all the strategies, the nutrition, the fitness, all those things. That's the easy shit. Like, that's the easy stuff. That's the easy stuff to do. The hard stuff is to get this to be able to move you in the right direction. There's a reason that you're in the place that you're in right now. There's a reason that you're fat. There's a reason that you're not feeling good. There's a reason that you don't have enough energy. There's a reason that you can't give yourself fully to your family and to your community and to your coworkers and to your friends. There's a reason, and it's right here. There's something going on in your brain that's stopping you, that's preventing you from getting to where you want to be. And all of the tactics and all the strategies in the world, the more and more that I put some of those things out there, the more and more I start to realize that that's not what people need, because all of that stuff is already out. Like, if you want to figure out how to get lean on an exercise program, just Google it. There's a million different things. I'm going to argue that 99% of them are crappy quick fix solutions anyways, but that's a whole nother story, right? What I'm really talking about, what I really want to try to connect with you today is trying to get this thing right. Start listening. Here's a few things you can do, okay? I'm going to give you a few things, 2 or 3. All right, so right now I've got 2. One of the things I want you to do is I want you to start listening to your inner dialogue. I want you to start thinking, hearing what it is that you're saying about yourself. When you walk in front of a mirror, what do you think? What goes through your head? What is that inner dialogue? There's a really good chance you probably don't, you haven't even listened to it, even though you're playing it in your head over and over again, right? If I walk by the mirror and I go, God, I'm fat, right? And I just feel bad about myself for the next 30 minutes because I had this vision of me with this roll hanging over my belt, and my shirt was sticking out really far, right? If that's the case, and you walk by and you look at yourself and you go, I'm fat, I'm useless, I'm ugly. How is that serving you? And how is that going to inspire you to make better decisions? If you keep saying that over and over again, if I keep walking by the mirror every time I say I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly. If I keep saying that over and over again, what's going to happen when you walk to the pantry and you open the pantry and there's a bunch of cookies and then there's a thing of bananas? What do you think the fat guy's going to do? They're going for the cookies all day, every day, right? Because I'm fat. That's what fat people do. Okay? If I walk by the mirror and I've got my shirt off and I see an ab or abs, wow, that's awesome. When I go down there and I look in the closet and I've got cookies and I've got bananas, what am I going to do? I'm a good looking fit dude. I'm going for the banana. I don't even really have to think about it, right? Get your inner dialogue straight. Start listening to the things that you're saying to yourself. If you want your athletic body back, if you want to be lean, if you want to serve your family better, if you want to be a role model, if you want the things that you had back in your athlete days, if you want that body back and that life back, you can have it, but you need to get this figured out first. Okay? Then you can start thinking about the nutrition. You can start thinking about the exercise program. You can start adding those things in once you get this organized. Okay? All right, another thing you can do, number 2, all right, is Figure out your why. Why is it important to you? All right, if you can get your inner dialogue cleaned up, if you can start to create the awareness of what's going on there, the next thing to do is figure out why it would be important to you to get your athletic body back, to live that life, to tap back into that athlete identity. Why do you want that? Why do you want that? I'll tell you why I want it, because I want to be available for my family. I want to be able to serve my family as best I possibly can until the day I die. I want to be a better person in my community. I want to be able to help others. I want to be able to do lots of different things in my life, right? With great fitness and athletic body, it creates opportunity for me to do things in my life. If I don't take care of myself and I decline, a lot of those opportunities, a lot of those things go away. Okay? So you need to be clear on what your why is, and I need you to dig deep on this. Okay, because what happens is when I ask people, why do you want an athletic body? You know what they say? Because I feel fat. That's like, I get that, but that's very superficial, right? You need to dig deeper than that. Why do you want an athletic body? Because I want to get skinny. Well, why do you want to get skinny? Because I want to look better in my clothes. Why do you want to look better in your clothes? Well, because I don't feel good about myself. Now we're getting somewhere. Why don't you feel good about yourself? Well, because the people that I love are telling me that, my wife doesn't find me attractive anymore. She's telling me that I'm fat. And why is that important to you? Because I love my wife. Boom, right? I mean, you can see how you can start to dig deep. And when you start to dig deep and you get away from some of the superficial crap, the bad answers that you're likely telling yourself right now, the bad answers, the superficial ones that are never going to get you to take action, they're never going to get you to move. Once you do that, then you can start to move forward, right? Then we can start to talk about nutrition, fitness, right? So again, it's right here. Then we can start to create, once you get that stuff cleared up, once you get that stuff, when you work that stuff out and you start working on your brain, then we can start to build new habits, right? Then we can start to talk about fitness and nutrition and get you rolling, get you moving. So that way it's not something that you just dive into for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, and then you're falling out of it, right? It needs to be sustainable. Until you get this stuff figured out, it will never be sustainable. I don't care how good your coach is. I don't care how good your program is. I don't care how good your nutrition is. All of that stuff won't work for you long term until you get this figured out. All right. So start thinking about your inner dialogue and start asking yourself some hard questions on why things are important to you, why you want certain things in your life. All right? All right. Rock on.